Sorry to keep you waiting for so long.
Oh.
You're not in uniform.
I'd be something of a walking target if we were to travel to any Alliance-ruled areas dressed like that, after all. This outfit doesn't look too strange on me, does it?
No, absolutely not. You just look so different in it that it took me a moment to recognize it was you.
Yeah, it really suits you.
Thank you very much.
I feel like I'm surrounded by horny teenagers all of a sudden.
Can't blame a guy for falling for a pretty girl, Fee. It's what we do.
I think this is one mystery about humans I'm content not trying to get my head around.
You're all ready to depart then?
Dad!
I've given my subordinates their orders. They will be backing you up as best they can in my absence. Should you need anything, let them know. They will be able to get in contact with me if need be.
Very well. Leave everything here to us. In return, I will be counting on you to support the young lions of the Academy.
I will, sir.
Elliot, I'm astounded by just how much stronger you've become in less than a year. You might not appreciate me saying this, but everything you've done has just confirmed in my mind that sending you to Thor's was the right choice after all.
Honestly, Dad, I feel the same way. It wasn't what I wanted to do originally, but if not for enrolling there, I never would have met all of my friends. So while I couldn't imagine I'd ever feel this way at the time, I'm really grateful to you now.
I'm glad to hear that. Looking at you now, it's clear that you're finally ready to forge your own path through life and make your own choices. As such, once this war is over and this nation is back to the way it was, if you still wish to live your life as a musician, you'll have my full support.
You'd actually allow that?
I'm true to my word. You needn't rush to decide what you want to do now, though. I imagine that if you keep fighting alongside your classmates, you will eventually realize what you want to do, and a choice reached after long, serious thought is not one you will regret.
Thanks, Dad. To tell you the truth, I'm really not sure what I want to do anymore. But by this war's end, I'm sure I'll know too.
That's my boy. Well, I wish all of you luck and good health. Take care of yourselves.
Thank you.
Bye then.
The best to you too, sir.
Take care, Dad.
targets. Mirror devices activated. Orbital laser fire.
Did it!
Oh, you went up a rank. Here's a little something from the guild. Nice work. You did all right, I guess. You really wouldn't find scenery like this in the Empire.
Sit! Ha! Now's our chance. Let's get him!
My turn.
All right. Rain down.
Here's our chance! You're open!
My turn. That's that. Let's keep moving.
Look at them flying around without a care in the world. Black kites? Or maybe hawks?
Let's get this over with.
My turn. Here.
All right. Ha!
Let's move. Ha! Now! You're mine! Right! Take this! They're off balance! Got you!
Okay. Now, follow me.
Yes, ma'am. Onward. There.
Let's move. Ha! It's my turn. Take this!
That takes care of them.
I did it!
Leave this to me!
Okay.
Understood.
Let's move. Follow the cliff round here, and we'll come out into an open area. Sit! Ha!
Hostile spotted. Beginning combat. My turn. Here.
Onward. No more. Mortal Mirage!
Let's move. Ha! Now's our chance. You're mine!
And not a scratch on me.
Impressive work. spots out here.
They couldn't use the railway, so that just leaves...
Now's our chance. Let's get him!
Okay. Here.
Onward. There!
Here I go! Right! Eat that!
My turn. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Yes!
This trip really wasn't meant to be done on foot.
Almost there.
Stay on guard and don't get cocky!
My turn.
Understood.
Here I go! Sit! Right! Take this!
Okay.
Understood. Good work, everyone.
Done.
Sit! Ha! Enemy sighted! Let's take him out!
My turn.
Understood. There! Here's our chance!
Roping.
Let's move! Sit! Now's our chance! You're mine!
And not a scratch on...
We're finally here.
Center Gate sure is imposing.
And well guarded, too.
I'm not surprised. I doubt that was the first battle to take place here since the war started. I just hope the Lieutenant General is able to meet with us.
Who goes then?
Whoa! Isn't that a bit much?
What are a bunch of civilians like you doing in a place like this? You sure don't look like you're from the settlement.
Put your hands in the air.
Please wait. We come in peace. While I may not be traveling in military uniform, I am Captain Claire Revelt of the Railway Military Police. If at all possible, we'd like to request a meeting with Lieutenant General Vander.
You're the Icy Maiden?
The rest of us are students at Thor's Military Academy. We only just arrived at the Highlands.
Thor's, you say? Wasn't there a bunch of students from Thor's who came here on a field study a few months back? Now that you mention it, young man, you do look kind of familiar.
Rest assured, they are exactly who they claim to be.
Lieutenant General.
Good day, sir.
So he's...
It has been some time, Marine Schwarzer of Class 7. I presume those of you I don't recognize are classmates whose field studies took place elsewhere.
that's correct, sir.
Yep.
Good day, General.
I'm impressed you were able to make it here. The ferocity of this war raging around us grows worse by the day. Come, it would be my honor to speak with you and field any questions you may have in my office.
going. Let's get going. Ha! Let's get going.
Wow, this feels amazing.
It feels like we're one with the wind.
I'm glad I still remember how to ride a horse.
The settlement's to the left of here. Yeah! The settlement's dead ahead.
You think we'll find Gaius there?
If they've started evacuating, it's hard to say.
On guard, everyone!
Take this!
Too slow.
Gather on my blade!
Hope you're ready! You're finished!
My turn.
Onward! There!
Curse you!
Okay,
Curse you!
I'll handle it.
Impossible!
Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
I did it!
Is everyone alright?
Gaius, you're here!
Nice timing.
I'm just glad I'm not too late. Now, allow me to fight at your side.
Damn, they weren't alone.
I wasn't expecting a horseman to come to their aid. Well played. Still, if that's how you want to do things, then... This is the Nace platoon. Acknowledged. Our work is hereby complete. Our patrol is over. We're withdrawing to the watchtower.
Yeah.
We got lucky.
Things weren't looking pretty for a while there.
They behaved like a high-ranking Jaeger Corps to the very end. Precise and logical. But they were using a communications device, weren't they?
Yeah. Which begs the question, how was Needhog able to use one when the 3rd Armored Division can't?
It's good to see you guys.
You were right on time, Gaius. Thanks for saving us. I don't know what we would have done without you.
No thanks needed between old friends. Funny. It's only now starting to sink in that it's really you. I've been praying for this day to come since the day we parted. It brings me more joy than I can express to see you standing before me.
I feel the same way. When we parted, you put yourself in harm's way to protect a guy like me. And here you are doing it again. Thanks for never giving up on me, Gaius.
Of course I'd help you. No hardship is too great to endure for the sake of you and our classmates. As sure as the wind blows on a peaceful day. That will never change. Not now, not ever.
Thanks.
What a relief.
That's one less person to worry about.
It brings me joy to see you two safe and sound as well. I wasn't expecting you to come all the way to Nord to find me.
Well, once we found out that you and a couple others were here, our course was set. This truly is a magnificent place, Gaius. Just seeing the Highlands up close has made the trip worthwhile.
Yeah, the scenery is so relaxing.
I'm happy to hear you say so.
And yet this beautiful land is gradually being engulfed by the flames of war.
Yeah. We can't just stand back and allow that to keep happening.
What do you guys say we talk more while we move? I'll guide you over to Lake Lacrima.
That's where Gwyn's cabin is, isn't it?
Indeed. We've all moved over there for the time being, Elisa and Milliam included.
Well, that was easy.
Now we know who the other two are.
Whew. So Milliam is okay.
You led them to safety, I'm guessing?
Oh, even if I know the area, they've done far more for me than I have for them. But you'll see soon enough. I'll show you the fastest route there.
going.
Yeah! Yeah!
It's gotta be at least 100 arch tall, right?
How was that thing even made?
Can't blame you for being so surprised.
Winds, give us your blessing.
Okay.
Leave it to me. Sow the wind! Reap the whirlwind! Let's move!
Ha! It's my turn. Locked and loaded. You won't get away.
Okay.
My turn. Ha!
Okay.
It's my turn! Yeah! There!
Okay. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Yeah!
This way leads to the northeastern part of the Highlands.
It's gonna be my first time riding this far.
Yeah! Green, over there!
It's huge! I've never seen anything like it!
Ugh, there was a beast just like it in the old schoolhouse. Stay back, Grandfather. Milliam and I can take care of this.
Yeah, this'll be a piece of cake! Lemmy! Go, go, go! What? Is it that strong?
Ugh, this beast is downright nasty compared to the others around here.
We are so screwed.
Run away, now! Forget about me, just run!
Elisa! Milliam!
What?
Are you both all right?
We'll back you up.
We're here to help.
Well, if it isn't Gaius, and you're...
Green! You're totally alive! And Claire's with you too? Double score!
We can talk later. Our first priority is taking down this beast.
Just be careful. This is no ordinary beast. It's a cryptid. Gotcha. Ready?
Watch out! This is a tough one!
Okay. Here goes.
Overdrive!
Here.
Here I go! Burn to ash! Fall! Now's our chance! Now, B!
Yeah!
I'll handle it.
Got you! Gather on my blade!
It out in one piece.
I did it!
Success.
Yes! Down it goes.
Yeah, that should have done it.
That wasn't easy, though. The one in the old schoolhouse was strong, yes, but this one was stronger still.
You called it a cryptid, right? Right. Ordinarily, cryptids shouldn't exist on this plane to begin with, but there's something abnormal taking place here in Erebonia. And it's not the war. I can only assume that abnormality having an effect on the land is what caused it to appear.
Some abnormality?
Are you implying that something else might be happening at the same time as the war?
Claire! I'm so happy to see you!
Milliam, I'm so glad that you're all right. It's wonderful to see you again.
Yeah, same to you. That new outfit you got looks smoking on you, too.
Smoking, huh?
Reen! It's really you, isn't it? It's really you. I can't believe I'm finally seeing you again.
Neither can I. So, have you been doing okay? I'm glad to see you were able to find Gwyn at least.
Yeah, Wait a minute! Never mind me. What about you? Where have you been ever since we parted back at Trista? And how did you end up coming here? And I can see how you would be with Celine, but how come you're with the others?
It's a long story. I'll fill you in on all the details you want later, but that'll have to do for now. Sorry for being a pain.
Oh, enough of that. I should be the one apologizing. I'm so sorry for all we put you through.
Huh? What are you sorry for?
We knew just how much it would hurt you to part with us like that. We knew our choice would bring you nothing but suffering and misery. We knew that you'd blame yourself for what happened, for not being able to find a better way. But that was the only choice we had. At the end of the day, we believed that was the best thing for all of us, and for this country as a whole, even if it meant willingly forcing all of the burden onto you. I'm so sorry, Reen.
Please. You've got nothing to apologize for. You're right. You didn't have a choice. There was no other way. But here we are, together again. And it was only because I could trust in all of you that I was able to come this far. I couldn't be more grateful. If anything, I should be thanking you. So, that's exactly what I'm going to say.
You big goof. Thank you, Reen. Thank you for coming back to us.
And from this point on, I won't be going anywhere without you.
Oh boy.
Always good to see young people living up their youth. I'm surprised you've got no problems with sharing a passionate embrace like that in front of your old grandpa, though. Not that I mind, of course.
It was just, I got all emotional seeing him again, and don't go reading anything into it, okay?
Sounding mighty suspicious to me.
Okay, it's Milliam time!
Whoa, hold up.
Oh, I missed you so much, Reen! Wasn't expecting you to be hanging out with Claire, though.
Well, suffice it to say, a lot's happened.
I wasn't expecting you to be with Elisa and Gaius either, to be honest. I would have thought you returned to the intelligence division.
I didn't get any orders to go back, and I know Nord pretty okay. So I wanted to hang out with Elisa and Gaius until we found everybody.
Really? Well, thanks for sticking around. Class 7 wouldn't be complete without you, Milliam. I hope we can keep counting on you.
Yep, always and forever.
It's nice seeing us all together like this.
We've finally found everyone who's in Nord.
And hopefully, we can find the rest of us soon too.
I'm so happy for you all.
Allow me to offer my congratulations, too. I'm sure you must have a lot of catching up to do, but I think we should return to the lake for now. I managed to get a look at how things are in the watchtower.
The watchtower?
Lacan did say that you'd gone to investigate something.
It looked like the damage from the attack earlier this year had been repaired, but are you suggesting it has something to do with the orbital communication problems in the region?
It certainly does. It's got this really annoying thingy on it, you see.